How's it going, gamers? Welcome to Mon Bazou, episode 16. Welcome back. I did some off recording while after episode 15, whenever we had died driving back home from the weed dealer's shop. I'm going to go ahead and get all of this watered here real quick. We do have quite a few things to run into town here before the maple place closes down. So I'm going to get all these watered. We're going to run over to the sugar shack here. Get our barrels together. We do have, I believe, 5 of them filled and a 6th one that should be ready to be filled. And we are going to run all of those in town here in just a moment. As soon as this other one is filled up. That tank is looking wonderful. There is enough to get this going. Let's go ahead and get this pump in here. As that fills, we're going to get just a whole bunch of these loaded up in here so we can get a lot more going. And as soon as we run into town, probably going to go ahead. We might even buy some stuff if we have the time to. And when we get back, we do have some car parts to put together that we bought last episode. I was just waiting so we could do that together. Wait for this to fill. Here's all of our maple syrup barrels, all in the back and ready to roll. Get up on this and get these organized out a little bit. So from our wreck in the last video, when I was up there visiting the drug lord, we lost our gas can, and we had lost one of those car parts that we had bought while I was doing the off recording. I went back, reviewed the video, and found them, slowed it down, watched the exact point and where everything went flying out of the truck. There, that is done. Let's get running this into town. So it took me a little bit of time getting that together. I drove the four-wheeler into town. That ran out of gas. A bunch of other things went wrong. And it was just problem after problem after problem. And we're starting it strong. But yeah, it was just problem after problem after problem. Eventually, I just came back and forth a couple times after calling Martin for a couple rides into town. I'll have to show you guys that. He just pulls up outside and gives us a ride. And we can bring some stuff in his car with us as well, but that is not what we are going to be doing today. We're going to run this stuff in today, because we have a decent amount of profit in the back. And then whenever a Sunday rolls around here, we'll still get the profit of the last couple barrels we've been selling, including all of the profit we'll get out of these as well. Just need to make it to the syrup place in time to be able to sell these to get the money out of them. So I will see you here once we get a little bit closer. Alright, here we are rolling on up to the maple factory now. Just about there, and we are, I think we have just enough time. I think it closes here in just an hour. Let's get these dropped off, sold, processed. There is a 200 there, another 200, another 200, another 200, another 200. Let's get this back one here, another 200. Let's go ahead and grab one to bring home with us so we can get this filled up over the weekend. And then once Monday comes back, all these barrels will be back here for us to collect and pick up. Now, the parts dealer is in town. We have a good amount of money and some car parts to install. We might as well get some more so we can install some more car parts since we have the money for it. And I'm going to believe I'm going to check. I feel like we might have lost our gas can somewhere. Unless I'm going crazy. Nope, it's still back there. We're going to fill up our gas can while we are in town as well. Stop on by. Our truck is good and full, so I'm not too worried or rushed about that. Let's hop out. Let's get this shut off. I'm gonna run inside and talk to these guys before I go ahead and get this filled up.
Hey, comment est-ce qu'il va
Because
aujourd'hui?
they do
Hey,
close
prends-toi donc une
soon.
petite
Yep,
canisse de
yep,
sirop.
have a good day. This engine is only 3,000. We will probably be getting that here pretty soon. Get the gas can out. Flipper. Oh, we done screw the cap here. There we go. Get this thing all filled up. So I'm not too sure what parts I want to get from the parts dealer. We'll take a look around. We got the sway bars already. But we'll get those installed. Just throw that inside. Is there anything here I want to pick up? No. We'll probably be getting tires here at some point soon, but not today. I could get some new shocks, but I believe he has shocks there. So we'll probably go there and pick up those shocks at the parts shop and get those thrown on as well. Let's get in the truck, start her on up, and head on down around the corner here. E-brakes on. I did end up trying to take the boat that sits there at the dock, and I was able to drive it for a very... Oh, actually, I want to stop at the mail place because I went ahead and called the electric company to see if we can get electricity ran to the house. And I was supposed to get a letter. Yes, here it is. I have a couple letters. Let's check this one out. Parts, auto parts, cool. Oh well, this one here, yes. Total cost for installing the services is going to be $28,000 for us to get electricity ran to the house. So in case so I don't lose this, just set this here on the bench. Hopefully I can remember. I mean, I could just set it the rest of the mail, or I could put it back in our mailbox here. Doesn't matter to me. I'll slap it back in the mailbox. We'll know where it's at. Get that in there all the way. There we go. Let's head to the parts dealer. I don't think he closes early or anything like that. So we should have plenty of time to still stop by and see him. He's just right here. I think he's normally open pretty late. Yep, there he is. Get parked up here. Let's get the truck shut off. And see what parts we want to buy. How's it going, Roger? A little more money. I can finally afford the store. Yes, sir. We just have to give you another $3,000. I don't have that today. I apologize. If I did, I'd end up buying a new motor. Kong differential, that is very expensive. We don't have the money for that today. Could get the turbo kit, possibly. That is expensive. We are not getting the turbo kit. Could get the individual throttle bodies. Could get that. Here is our adjustable coilovers. We got these race sway bars the last time. We got rear A-arms that are adjustable. Let's go ahead and grab these. Toss these on in the back. Get both of them. There we go. Let's grab the suspension. Get this installed on the car. I would like to, after we get the new motor put in, I'm gonna go ahead and get some new rims for the car. And is there anything else that is a bit pricey? We are down to $400. Got tachometer, digital speedometer, gear gauge. We don't need that yet. We don't have anything to use for boost yet. I believe that is it, at least at what we are going to be getting. We could get the nitrous mount. Get a nitrous bottle thrown in, but that's a bit pricey for today. Thank you, Roger. I believe that's all we are going to be getting today from you. We have quite a bit of stuff to get installed. We'll probably get some wheel spacers as well at some point, but that will not be for today. Have a good day, sir. Let's go ahead. We'll get on into the truck. We got some good parts in here to throw in on the car. Get the truck started on up. Park and brake off. Let's head back home, drop off our parts, drop off our maple syrup barrel, and we will start working on the car because we have quite a few upgrades to get thrown onto it, and I will see you once we get there. Alright, here we are back home. Get the gas barrel out of here. So unload our parts. That will be staying. I'll be running that over to the sugar shack. Get all these parts out. Oh, I accidentally clicked that once. Let's get that to 0 here. Oh, no. Go. Got our rear adjustable A-arms. Grab this one. Toss this one in here. We had the other coilover as well to get thrown in. Go ahead and get this closed up. Let's run on over to the sugar shack. Then we will be coming back over here to begin putting our car together. Go ahead and get through all this terrain here. Getting quite a few trees going. I planted some new ones as well. Went through and cut down a bunch of them. We're never going to have a maple syrup problem again once we are all done with all this. Once we get it all connected up. This sets it up under here. We have enough to probably fill up this barrel. Let's go ahead and get this barrel filled. Run back home. We're not going to be back here probably for the rest of the episode. Get this rolling and on the way, and let's get back to the car here. Let's not throw it into any ditches or anything like that. We should be looking alright. Yep. Here we are. Go ahead, throw this brake on, shut the car off. Let's get it into neutral. Let's get this gas in here because we are all out. We're going to be needing some lights while we work on the car. And that is mainly all I'm going to be using this for. It's just so I can see things while we're working on it. Generator sure does take quite a bit. Still not even full, it was empty. Be nice to get a second tank here whenever we unlock it. Get these lights. Oh, we have to turn it on first, I guess. Duh. There we go. Let's get our car raised on up. There's one stand. 2 stands. Oh. Check mark. There we go. 3 stands. And let's get our 4th one under here. As soon as I find it. There we go. Looking good. Let's go ahead and get this hood popped. So we can work under here a little bit. We'll be taking off this bad boy here. Throwing a new one on. Let's go ahead and start with that. I suppose we have a... We'll probably go ahead and replace all the bolts whenever we get the new engines, because I'll have to take all that stuff off. So we're just going to go ahead and put all the old bolts back in for now. Let's grab... Oh, I didn't grab the wrench. I left it here. Let's get on inside the engine here and start tearing these out. There's that one. I do not want to just throw it. I want to nicely drop it there. That way we have them to put them back in. There we go. Let's see. Looks like we have this one to pull off. have this back one to pull off. I don't know if there's two of them here or not. Take a look. Yep, there's another one right there. Got a feeling that might be all of them, but I doubt it. Get these dropped to the floor there. Yep, that is it for them. How about that? Hop on out of here. Let's throw on the new manifold. Get that attached. Hop back up inside of here. Start getting these thrown on. That one. Get that one on. This one. I believe there was three more. Yeah. Should have been one here on the back. Yep, one right there. And then the two down at the back. To connect the exhaust up with the rest of it. There we go. Looking good. Let's get on out. Get this into our scrap pile here. Junk pile. Let's get a wrench up so we don't misplace it. We also have our rear sway bar and our front sway bar. We're going to need to get up underneath the car to pull these out. See, I'm going to grab the wrench and drop it here in front of me. Hop on the good old creeper to grab the wrench and equip it. Let's see, where's our front sway bar at? Right here. Does not look like I can just easily pull this out. Let's go ahead and get these out. Get that one. This one. Can't imagine that's going to be all of it, but let's go ahead and just pull it out. That is all of it. Should not be all of it. But there's that. Hop on off the creeper. Let's grab our front sway bar here. Drop it down there. Roll up on under. Connect it up. Wrench here and put these bolts in. There's that one. And we got that one there. Let's head on to the back. There's our transmission. Now, if you see here, this is supposed to be a four-wheel drive vehicle. We have a drive shaft that runs all the way back. Oh, it is four-wheel drive. Look at that. Well, no, it's rear-wheel drive. Duh, it's rear-wheel drive. I'm an idiot. It's rear-wheel drive. It's a rear-wheel drive car. Yeah. Where is the bolt for this here? It is getting a bit dark. I believe it is that one there. And this one here. I need some maple syrup here soon. Might be running back to the sugar shack just for that. So I do not have any on us. We're gonna throw this other piece out right here. Yeah. Go ahead, get this close by. Hop in on the creeper. Grab our rear sway bar. Get our wrench back. Get these bolts put up in. Yeah, probably gonna have to run back over there to get a drink here. No time at all. Let's see, we also have our rear adjustment bars here. Surely those can't just be pulled out, right? I don't see any bolts here. Yeah, we'll probably have to take off the wheel to get to that. Alright, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to get us a drink of maple syrup. And after we got that drink of maple syrup, I will be right back. And we'll be working on the car. So I'll see you here in just a few moments. Okay, we are back. I had just about kicked the bucket there, but we have returned to begin putting these back together here and getting them on. I'm going to pull the creeper out, off. Let's go ahead and grab our wrench here. Let's get these rear tires pulled, taken off. This way I can go ahead and get to these uh, rear arms and get them installed. One more. Now, I'm hoping this is all the more we have to do, but normally you actually have to do more. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not seeing where there's any bolts here. I'm able to pull that off. Let me get back underneath now that I have that off and see what we have going on down here. This is what I'm looking at here. That's way up there. I mean, realistically, how much of this will I actually need to take off? There's that. See, there's this other one back here. Drop that off. See if all this will just pop out. Does not look like it is going to. Get that off. Technically, then now this whole assembly should just pop out. Shouldn't have to actually take off these bolts, but I'm gonna have to. Looks like it is inevitable. Really hope I'm even doing this correctly. I mean, realistically, like I am doing it correctly. But, go ahead and get that off. That off. Yeah, I still don't see a way to pull these off of here. Hmm. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and do a little bit of looking and see if I can find anything that tells me what needs to be done to be able to take this apart. So I'll be back here in just a moment of doing a little bit of research and finding out what we need to do. Alright, here we are. I'm back. I'm going to go ahead and take a nap. From what I am reading, that just about all the bolts in the back end needs taken off before the bolts to reveal that to replace those actually become able to be pulled apart, which is very unfortunate. Let's see, we have some bolts back here. I have to get into the back of the car here, pull these ones out. If I can get in it, getting in it would be nice. These here is what I want to replace. It doesn't seem like I can just easily get into it here. I'm trying to crouch into it, but it does not want to let me. Let me see if I can get in this way, possibly. No. That's so dumb. About to pull off the freaking doors. It keeps getting in my way. Yeah, I can't get in. Let's go ahead and find the wrench. I'll just pull these bolts out from the top here. I know this isn't how it obviously actually works, but this is what needs to be done, I believe. Should be another one there. Yep, right there. Get that out. Pull this here. The shock. We got a shock alone. Now this is just a shock, right? Yeah, so we'll probably just replace the rear shocks today. Can I take that bolt out yet? No, I cannot. Strange. Let's get up under the car here. Go ahead and pull this one out. Maybe that's the one we need to reveal it. Got wrench dropped. Pull this puppy out. Dropper. Let's see. Should be just right here somewhere. Fortunately, it's starting to look like I'm about to rip out the whole freaking rear end just to get to it. It's absolutely ridiculous. Anything else I can pull out here while I'm sitting here? No. Oh, we may end up just ripping out this whole back end. Oh, we're glitching out. We're glitching out. Let's see if I can get in the seat. There we go. Glitching out. This car, we may just not drive it for a while. We may just tear it all apart, its back end. And then once we get all the parts to replace the entire back end, then we'll get the whole thing together. Is what it's starting to look like here. Grab this wrench if I can get it. Get these bolts and we'll throw it over there. Yeah, I'm just gonna tear apart all this. I don't know if that is required to be together or not to change it, but it doesn't matter. Does not matter. Gonna have to take off everything on this tire here. Not sure what other parts that we're going to need for this whole back end to be replaced. But I will collect all the parts that we currently have. I'll just set all these over here for now. We can do the brakes as well. That is something we will need to get done. And that rear differential as well. Get all these collected here in one nice little pile. Yeah, we'll end up getting that rear differential replaced as well on this. That is quite a bit of money, but it is going to be necessary if we're just gonna rebuild this whole thing right here, right now, at least the back end. At least not right now, but over the next few episodes, we will be getting this torn apart, and we'll be getting new disc pads too and everything. So let's just get all this tossed over here. Not going to be using that again. Won't be using that again. There is our A-arm. That's toe. That's okay. Well, maybe I'm just an idiot. We do have a lot more to replace anyways. I don't know how I didn't notice that. Get this pulled out. Set it over here with the pile of them. Because that just going to replace his rear differential as well. Just going to tear out this whole back end. Now let's put it all back together once all of the pieces have been collected. Yeah, we gotta completely unbolt the drive shaft as well. Just gonna throw them over there for now. Go. This one pulled out. Good. Get the other ones pulled out. I believe there's just one more up there. There it is. Get this tossed out. Let's set our wrench out. Let's just pull this whole differential out of here. There we go. That is a differential open. I could probably de-rust that as well, but I don't think we're going to. Our lights are out. I did believe I turned off the electricity. Yes, I did. Could finish taking all this off. So we'll be tossing that. Getting all brand new. Tossing that. So let's take that off. That's what we're going to be replacing. And I need to get this suspension out of here too. That pulled. There's that one. Should be another one sitting there. There's that one. Let's get this puppy pulled and out of there. We don't need to remove that. That can stay. We take a look and make sure there is nothing else down here. Grab our spanner. Muffler can stay. And I don't think any more of this can actually come out. I think the rest of that is just here. Let's go ahead and do a collection of what parts we have and what we are going to need. Of course, this one will be here. This will be here. This will be here. No. That's just what we'll leave it at for now. We'll adjust it later. That'll be there. That'll be there. Let's get these old crappy parts out of the way. Could run all of this to the scrapyard here at some point. So we need new brake pads, brake discs, rotors, and quite a few things to be able to finish up on this, but we have it all tearing apart. I don't know if we're gonna have enough money to get the differential here come Sunday, but that is what we will be doing. I'll probably do a little more off recording over the week on this, get enough money to put all this back together. Of course, I'm going to wait until we're on camera to put it all back together, because I'm not going to let you guys miss out on that. I'm going to drop this into neutral here. Yep. Sounds good. I like it. But yep. We'll go ahead and get the rear end brake belt in our next episode. It's going to be here in a couple days. But this is it for tonight. Thank you for joining me for another episode of Mon Bazou. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.